Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the last couple games for the Illinois Dota 2 League before the Grand Finals. We're going to have two games tonight for everyone here. There's going to be one game, which this one is Phoenix and the Wingmen against Playasaurus Rex, and the winner of this best of one will face Farm and Feed in another best of one to determine who faces Piece of Toast in the Grand Finals for the Illinois Dota 2 League. My name is Morgan. I'll be your commentator for this evening. So I've been told that my mic was off in Dota TV. I guess I have to enable open mic or use the voice to talk. Hopefully, people can hear me now, and hopefully, people can hear me in the VODs as well. I think that's a little bit more important. So yeah. But anyway, let's look at the draft. We see some pretty interesting bands so far. We have a Omni Knight and Witch Doctor band. That's not usually something you see. These picks and bands are going by pretty fast. Actually, I kind of missed the first part of it because I was adjusting my mic settings, but. You know, we have a Faithful and Skyriff Mage pick. They're very standard, but we have a Silencer first pick. That's not something you see too often. And with a Tiger, so the team fight of the Dire side is obviously very strong right now. But, you know, I think in this matchup right now, Phoenix and the Wingman are a little bit of an underdog compared to Playasaurus Rex. You know, the records in the group stages are quite different for both of these teams, but, you know, Phoenix and the Wingman have had a pretty nice upset against Defense of Illinois last week. And, you know, maybe we'll see something special coming out of them. They have two stand-ins right now, so I'm not really sure the skill level of these stand-ins, but maybe they would just kind of surprise Playasaurus Rex and get a win. But, you know, regardless of whoever wins this game, they'll definitely have a very challenging opponent in Farm and Feed in an hour or so. So, I'll just actually be right back. Let me just check my settings to make sure people can hear me. I just really hope this entire time people could hear me. One sec.
Radiant team pick.
Well, I won't know if I'm talking right now until the actual game screen comes up and it'll show if I'm actually talking or not, but wow, we see some pretty interesting bands. Or this last band here, Warlock. Warlock, you know, great team fight hero, but I don't think the Dire really want to go for the Warlock just because that would put the Dire team on a really cooldown dependent lineup. You know, the Ravage, Global Silence, and the Rock. That's just so cooldown dependent. I really think that's not what you want to do. They really need heroes that have the ability to fight as often as enemy team, or more often depending on their strat. But we have a Jakiro and Sand King, pretty popular heroes in today's metagame right now. I think the Sand King should be pretty good here. It's pretty decent against the Faceless Void. You know, if you can able to like get him in the Chronosphere and just kind of blink him with the Epicenter and just do a lot of damage on the Void if, you know, he has something like a Madness active, which is pretty common. But, you know, so far right now, I kind of like, you know, the Radiant side's draft a little bit better just because I really feel the Dire, if they make like even the smallest mistake, I think they'll be really far behind just because if they lose one fight, they probably won't be able to fight for a while just because they've used all their cooldowns and all their big ultimates. And so, but I know the Radiant, their ultimates are fairly low cooldown, or their heroes are just less cooldown dependent. Obviously, heroes like Jakiro just really want that liquid fire for the push. Skyriff Mage has a very short cooldown. Skywrath and Clockwork and Faceless Void have about a minute or a little bit more than a minute cooldown, so that's something much shorter than the heroes on the Dire side. So, you know, Phoenix and the Wingman, I think they have an opportunity to really fight early and fight often. So that's what I'll be looking forward to see. Especially with, you know, another combo with that Skyriff Mage, the Clock and Skyriff Mage, a very strong combo. You know, we have a Wraith King right now, so can that be a core or a support Wraith King? It's hard to say right now. I like Wraith King as a carry against the Void just because he won't be able to die in a Chronosphere just because of that reincarnation. And overall, I think he's, you know, good in the lanes, especially in safe tri lanes, because the extra stun is something that a lot of safe lane heroes don't have. And, you know, even though he's not the best farmer, he still provides a lot to his team. And I really think that Wraith King is a pretty decent carry right here just because if they use all their ultimates to kind of burst down the Wraith King once, they won't really have that much damage to burst down the Wraith King a second time. So that might be the reasoning behind this pick right now. But the one bad thing is that there's 3 melee heroes so far against heroes like Clockwork, Hero, and Skywrath Mage. Alright, 1 sec. I'm telling my mic is super quiet. Alright, acceptable ice. Can you hear me right now? Hopefully this is a little bit better. I turn off the voice setting on Dota 2, so.
Radiant team pick.
So, sorry about that, guys. Just going back into the game right now and just double checking all my voice settings. Looks like everything's fine. Hopefully people can hear me now, but we have a last ban, Ember Spirit and Invoker. Pretty interesting bans. I don't really feel like the Ember Spirit would fit into this lineup just because the laning would be pretty hard, honestly. But Ember Spirit does decent against heroes like Shadow Fiend, though, so I'm not really sure. But we have last pick Mirana and Shadow Fiend right now. The Mirana, I think, is a great pickup here just because there's so much setup stun for that arrow, and an aggressive trialing on the dire side can just be devastating for the Radiant. Skywrath Mage and Jakiro with Faceless Void in a safe lane will honestly pretty much get destroyed, in my opinion, against something like a Sand King, Wraith King, and Mirana. But the only bad thing of that, of course, is that Sand King won't be in the jungle. So I'm gonna expect actually dual lanes with a farming Sand King. I think that might be better just because they really want that fast Blink Dagger on the Sand King to fight. Fast Blink on Titan Sand King, that would be just threatening to push all their tier 1 towers just because they really can't fight at all. Hi. Hi. Sorry, just playing with my mic settings right now. Looks like the what's it called? The threshold for my mic. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be right now. I'm not really sure how the mic threshold works either. So hopefully I can just talking and hopefully the mic doesn't really turn off. But here we go, guys. We have Phoenix and the Wingman against Playasaurus Rex. Again, this is the losers bracket semifinal. Let me just introduce the teams real quick for everyone that's listening out there. We have Pencil Burner on the Shadow Fiend, Rock on Rob on the Clockwork, Lomain Knot on the Faceless Void, Stand-in I'm Doomed on the Jakiro, Stand-in Bellerfon on the Skywrath Mage, and on the dire side we have Playasaurus Rex, we have Convasiri on the Silencer, Gashismo on the Wraith King for the Storm, on the Mirana, the Manginus on the Sand King, and Howie on the Tidehunter. Well, it looks like I gotta be right back again. Alright, acceptable ice. Alright, acceptable ice. Can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear something right now.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, sorry guys, I gotta try to fix this real quick. Jesus Christ, so goddamn loud. Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Alright, hopefully people can hear me, but it looks like we have a defensive tri-lane with the Mirana and Sand King. The Clockwork has to be really careful right here. I'm not sure why they didn't go for the Burrow Strike and Arrow combo. I think that might have been a kill on the Clockwork if they went for it, at least burning a salve. That would really burn Clockwork's regeneration in this lane. And, once Mirana or Sand King maybe gets level 2 or maybe level 3, they can easily kill this Clockwork. Even at level 1 right now, I'm not really sure why they didn't go for that arrow combo. But we have a Silencer against the Shadow Fiend. I like this landing a lot. I think the Silencer really does quite a number on the Shadow Fiend right now. See, he has a Curse of the Silencer level 1, and the fact that Shadow Fiend, has only souls at level 1. So Shadow Fiend will kind of get his mana drained, but even not right now. But I really think Silencer, that level 1 Curse of the Silence is not too bad, but I really think he should max out Glaives and Last Word, because I think Silencer has the opportunity to bully out the Shadow Fiend so much, just because Silencer has a little bit more damage than him, has a little bit better stance, and just more damage overall from his nukes. I really think that Silencer can really destroy a Shadow Fiend in the mid lane if it's played properly, but we'll see how this silencer will play it right now. But looks like on both teams we have kind of a defensive trialing. We have a Tidehunter right now. He looks like he's seen by the Skywrath Mage, but he has to be careful just getting clubbed down by the silencer, even though he has an Anchor Smash on him. This Skywrath Mage has to be careful, but we see him skill a concussive shot at level 1. Oh, arrow going on right now on the nice arrow on this Shadow Fiend right now. That was a pretty nice snipe there. It looks like I caught first blood for once as well, so not too bad. Pretty good start on the Dire side. It's only going to hit harder for the Shadow Fiend right now, just because the Silencer, in my opinion, really does good against the Shadow Fiend. But now with that first blood, Shadow Fiend will be even further behind, and so, especially with something like this double damage right here, Shadow Fiend will be pretty hard pressed. Even though he had 4 souls, which isn't too bad by the 2-minute mark, but right now he'll be very hard pressed. He went for level 2 Necromastery. I think he should have won for level 2 Shadow Race, just because he's not going to be getting that soul limit right now. I think he really needs to have that what's it called, level 2 Shadow Rage in order to raise these creep waves like we see right now. Look how bad this Shadow Fiend is doing right now. He has his bottle, which is not too bad, and unfortunately he has to bottle up, and he probably has to go back to base right now. It's really unfortunate, from the Shadow Fiend right here, but we'll see what Wingmen can do to kind of make up for this. Silencer is handily winning his lane right now. If you look at the last hits, we have Void in the lead, which is a very good sign, obviously, for the Radiant side, which is what they expect from the safe tri lane. But, these supports on the Radiant side really need levels. As I say every game, this Skywrath Mage needs to get that level 6 as soon as possible, just because the heroes on the Dire side aren't that tanky. The only tanky hero is Skeleton King, which is really low right now. I'm not really sure what's happening, but this Tidehunter actually might go down. This would be a really nice kill for the Radiant side. Kind of just getting Faceless Boy more farm. Faceless Boy has to go back and farm right now. There's no point for Tidehunter to try to get this kill, but nice play by the Silencer. There's no bottle for that Tidehunter right now. It's maybe a little bit of misplay on the Silencer, but yeah. So 1 for 1 right now. Oh my goodness. Looks like the audio for the actual VOD was turned off right now. Fuck me, guys. Disaster cast so far, but hopefully it's not too bad as we go on. But looking at the state of the game right now, I really think the Dire side is in a pretty decent position just because of their nice laning. The Shadow Fiend, it has only 7 souls, which is not what you want. And Clockwork, what level is he right now? Level 4. He has to be careful. He's about to die, I think. Yes, that's a very reckless play by Clockwork. I'm not really sure what he's doing right there. I think he has to be careful when hugging trees like that, just because he can get easily burrow striked. And there's no wards on either side in this top lane, but Clockwork has to be careful just because there's no wards there. But Silencer with the haste rune right now, I'm not sure why he didn't go on this Skywrath Mage. This Shadow Fiend has to be really careful. We see a Priestess of the Moon right now, but looks like the arrow will miss. Wow, wasted the global silence right now. Oh no, sorry, that was just the last word ticking off. But Shadow Fiend again is gonna be zoned out of the lane. He should probably go to these neutral camps and try to just get some farm right now. Like, there's no reason why for him not to use his mana before he gets back to base. A triple raise. Oh man, level 3 Necromastery. That should have been level 3 raise, honestly. Like, he's not getting to his soul limit. And that level raise, might take the level 3 raise might take Silencer by surprise and get a couple kills that, the Shadow Fiend isn't expecting. So, unfortunately the Shadow Fiend is not doing the best right now in my opinion, but hopefully he can catch up. Hopefully he can come in like guns blazing, get a couple raises. Oh, one missed raise. That's a little bit unfortunate, but the good thing for the Radiant is that the Void is very farmed right now. What items is he going for? He's gonna go for Power Treads. I'm guessing a Massive Madness soon after. That's pretty common. But oh wow, nice aggressive play from Silencer. The Shao Fiend, has to be careful of the Silencer, but at the same time, he has to know what he can be a little bit aggressive as well. But regardless, that's just like the little small things that really don't impact the game too much. But regardless, I really think, the Radiant side is just not doing too well. The Clockwork is level 5. He really needs that level 6. But how's the Tidehunter doing? I guess Tidehunter isn't doing too hot either. But this Clockwork, isn't doing too well. But at least in hindsight, he still is doing not too bad in this lane right now. But this Shao Fiend is really just getting bullied right now by the Silencer. He has to be careful not to die from the last word if he has it on cooldown, But what can, the Radiant side do right now? I think they have to stack camps for the Shao Fiend and try to let him catch up. Or the Shao Fiend has to realize he has to stack camps if the lane is just not in his favor. Maybe he just double raises this way, but looks like I missed a dive on the top lane right now. We have the Priest of the Moon and the Wraith King diving for that kill. This Shadow Fiend, I think he should stack camps. Like after this creep wave, he should stack the large camp. But will he do it? Or this medium camp right there? He needs to stack this camp right now, but looks like he won't. Tidehunter gets caught on. No, he doesn't. Oh, nice liquid fire on the Shakiro. Well, it looks like my audio for Dota TV is just not where it's at right now. This point, I think if he's only level 5 right now. But looks like we have a TPM from the Shadow Fiend. This will be a dead Tidehunter in just a second right now. We have Ancient Seal, a little bit unneeded, but that's still a kill regardless. 2 for 3 right now. Looks like the Radiant is still clawing their way back in this game.
That something good may begin.
Yeah, sorry guys, just trying to fix up this audio. But, so one thing that we kind of saw there was the Titan just getting really held back. So that's one good thing that's happening. I thought the clock was getting held back, but he does have his level 6. So, but no, that's the trade-off for that, as obviously the Sand King is farming the jungle. Ooh, wow, Shadow Fiend just goes down right there. I'm not sure why Clockwork didn't hook in. He definitely had an opportunity to go in there just because Silencer used kind of most of his spells. But, better safe than sorry, I suppose. But maybe this Clockwork should not hook in on this Moran just because she's going to be... Oh, man, that's a shame. Looks like he was able to cancel the regeneration rune, and, Tidehunter will secure the bounty rune on the bot lane for the Silencer right now. Skyfiend has to be a little bit careful, but this Shadow Fiend, I think, is that 2 kills or 1 kills right now. That's 2 kills on the Shadow Fiend. That's not what he wants, and he isn't stacking the camps either. So, in my opinion, a little bit subpar Shadow Fiend play right now. If he had stacks of the neutral camps, he could easily catch up to this Silencer in terms of farm and CS, but he doesn't, and the supports on the Radiant side are not helping him either. But looks like we have another kill on the Tidehunter, so all 3 kills, I believe, for the Radiant side are on this Tidehunter. Yeah, Tidehunter let's have 3 deaths, so Tidehunter is being kept down. He has level 5, but it'll be, only a matter of time before he gets level 6, and that's when the Dire side, I expect, will be taking all these towers. Maybe Silencer will be on the other lane farming by himself, but I think the Radiant side will have a really tough time once the Tidehunter gets level 6. Once the Sand King gets the Blink Dagger as well, it'll be just even harder for the Radiant to take any of these fights. There's really no natural mech carrier on the Radiant to kind of help the team survive through the Ravage and the Epicenter. So, nice stack. Looks like there's at least 1 stack going on right now, but will this Clockwork be able to get a hook on the Silencer? Oh, he misses the hook. That's a little bit unfortunate right there, but, that means that the heroes on the Dire side of the map can just be a little bit more aggressive in their play. They don't have to worry about a Clockwork when he's missing off the map. So, that's one thing that's kind of bad about missing the hooks like that. But regardless, the Void is still farming extremely well. 20 CS ahead. He has a Massive Madness, so the Tidehunter, even without the presence of any supports right now, can easily just get solo killed by this Void here. But one thing I like, this Tidehunter has a triple stack of Ancients right now. It looks like he's about to get a quad stack of Ancients. So even though Tidehunter's behind, taking this stack will probably get him 2 Arcane Boots if he wants it, or just to a fast blink. I think Arcane Boots is the item of choice here. It will help him kind of have more mana to farm up Ancients or just farm up stacks right now. One thing I like to see the range supports do is just keep stacking camps for the Shadow Fiend, stack camps for the Void as well. You never know when you might need it. But, look, we do a quick gold and experience check right now. It's pretty even. We have a 1,000 experience and gold lead for the Dire side right now. So, it's still a very close game, anyone's game right now, but we'll see if Silencer has enough impact, or will Shadow Fiend have more impact in this game just because he has double raises. Wow, where's the raise on these creeps? Come on, Shadow Fiend, that was an easy raise right there, but looks like he doesn't want to have CS. What a poor guy. But, you know, I haven't really talked about the Wraith King's farm right now. I'm surprised he hasn't had as much as the Void, but he's going for a Shadow Blade. That's interesting. No, Yashizmo wanted me to add a couple flair to his casting, so I'm going to call you out right now that Shadow Blade is just not a very good choice on Wraith King. That's just extra mana that he needs. Look at this. So, he needs 300 mana for Reincarnation and Wraith Fire Blast. If he tread swap, he'll probably have an extra
top tower is under attack.
extra about 90 mana, but that's how much a Lothar's Edge costs in terms of mana. I believe he has about, you know, 75 mana for the Lothar's Edge, but Shadow, this Shadow Fiend, man, that was a weird play. I think he should have just fought the Mirana if he realized the Mirana did not have any levels in Starfall, but again, going back to this Wraith King, the Shadow Blade is just not as good as a Blink in my opinion. Once they get sentries, you know, Wraith King will not be able to Shadow Blade in. And a Blink is a manaless option that, you know, can probably escape a lot better than a Shadow Blade, just because, you know, the teams that play right now, I probably have enough coordination not to just aggressively, like, run around without any kind of texture once they see this Shadow Blade out from the Shadow King. But one thing that the Shadow Blade does is give Sand King DPS, I believe 30 attack speed and 30 damage. That's something that the Blink does not give him, however, so that's, you know, one thing that's going for the Shadow Blade, and, you know, that opening strike from the Shadow Walk is, you know, very powerful as well, and picking off some of these squishier heroes like the Skyrath Mage or the Jakiro. One thing I like about the Jakiro build is that he does have a point in Dual Breath. I think Dual Breath is a great skill, blah blah blah, I've said it so many times, but yeah, yeah, Dual Breath, go Dual Breath. But, you know, one thing that the Dire side has not done is they're just trading farm right now. They're probably waiting for the Blink Dagger, which is online for the Sand King right now. So I expect the Dire side to kind of group up right now. Once this Shadow Amulet, the Shadow Blade is finished, but there's a Moonlight Shadow right now. I'm not really sure for what. Both sides are playing very carefully. Both sides have okay ward coverage. Just one side, there's one ward for the Dire and a couple on the Radiant side right now. Mostly just around, well, excuse me there. Mostly around this rune coverage, but, you know, I really think that the Moonlight Shadow is a little bit wasted. They need to use that Moonlight Shadow with the Ravage and with this Epicenter right now. Just because, you know, the Shadow Fiend is pretty far away from his BKB. Really squishy. The Void doesn't look like... Oh no, he's going to get a BKB, you know, in about 2,000 gold. But the other heroes are just so squishy right now. A Global plus a, what's it called? A Ravage and Epicenter, just easy kills. I thought that was going to be a feed there from the Silencer, but it looks like that was a nice play on the Dire side. That Blink Burrow Strike with an Arrow Fall. This Seraphine is about to go down. Ravage hits 2 right now. Will Jakiro be able to get him up? The nice hook interruption, but no, Great Fire Blast hits off. But then gets the Tidehunter in return for this. Aqua might trade his life right now. There's a Blink Epicenter into this hook, so 3-for-1 trade right now. Jakiro will probably not be long for life as well. Yes, he has to kind of put this Silencer right now, but looks like Silencer will be able to get the kill. So the Skyrath Mage can get this kill on the Silencer. That'll be huge. That'll be his level 6. That'll be very important. A couple more nukes and last hits right now. We'll be able to get it. There's a rune that's going to spawn, but oh wow, Silencer is quite tank. 1.2k HP. There's going to be a rune spawning. The 12-minute rune. Maybe Silencer should get that rune. Yes, he is. He's sticking around for it. So Silencer. This could be his chance to turn around on the Silencer. Oh, they have to follow the concussion shot. It's almost there, but they do not. So they really needed that kill on the Silencer right now. Silencer is probably even closer to a BKB or maybe just a Ogre Club. You know, I'm getting most farm Silencers one for Acceptor, but a BKB is a little bit weird. I really like Midas into Hex. I think that's a very powerful build on the Silencer when he has no fear of the other team, just because, you know, there's a lot of decent damage on the Radiant side, but if he's the one that isn't focused, and that Radiant King is focused, he doesn't need a survivability item like BKB at all. But I'm guessing that's going to be a Agnum Scepter, and he decided to go for a Ogre Club instead of Point Booster for whatever reason. But, you know, one thing I haven't talked about is the Void is still in this game. Looks like now he's not going to go for a BKB. I don't really agree with that choice, just because we see how devastating the team fight is on the Dire side, and without a BKB to kind of make sure he's able to get his clicks off in Chronosphere, you know, even if he Chronospheres, he can get Wraith Fire Blast, he can get Ravage, he can get, you know, Epicenter, he can get arrows. So Void has to be pretty careful now. Looks like he's able to avoid the rotation coming in from the Dire side. Looks like they want to push in one of these towers. You know, their ultimates are down right now, but they're very quickly coming off cooldown. Another 30 minutes, and, you know, the Radiant side hasn't been able to get too much accomplished. The Shadow Fiend is about another component in his BKB, which would be very good for him. I really think, you know, if the Silencer isn't mid, he has to be pushing. Clockwork's doing a good job pushing the top lane right now.
Radiant's
Clockwork
middle
has
tower
a
is
max
under
cog
attack.
build. I like the max cog a lot, you know. Rocket Flare is the normal max after the battery assault, but the cogs, you know, drain the Wraith King mana, but Blink Burrow Strike on the Sand King up. I mean, Scarlet Mage. I'll get that Scarlet Mage right now, but looks like he sacrifices life. Global Silence goes off on the Shakiro right now. Will they have anything else besides the Shakiro? Can they get a bigger kill like the Space Void right here? Will Void go down? Looks like no. Void will not go down, but the Jakiro on the bottom lane here, we saw that he ate a Great Fire Blast, but good thing that Void did not go down right now. He has his Monair completed. I mean, he Maelstrom completed, but that might not be enough right now in this game. We have a Seraphine going for this Illusion Rune now. Wow, what is this play from the Tide Hunter? He has to be careful. Hook in. Oh, nice Ravage. Oh, not nice Ravage. Where's the nice Cogs? Give me a nice Cogs right now. Nice Cogs. Wow, great Cogs by the Cockroach, realizing that he has the opportunity to solo pick off the Silencer, but Seraphine still gets picked up on the background. Wow. Silencer, you know, regardless, 1-for-2 trade, but that's not too bad for the Dire side. They keep down the Seraphine, which is a really important hero. Is there a Chronos here? There is a Chronos here, but he whiffs. Wow, that's unfortunate right now. Maybe he should have just went for the tower, but one thing he has to worry about is the Sand King. Blink, Epicenter, but you know, the tower is down, but they're sticking around too now. So will Sand King channel his Epicenter? It looks like they see him, but Scarlet Mage is completely out of mana right now, so that's really unfortunate. Pile misses an arrow, but you know, all this time, Wraith King has been farming. He has a Shadow Blade online. He has a drum, so you know, I talked about the mana problems from the Shadow Blade, but the drums definitely helps to alleviate that. And, you know, a little bit, just adds a little bit more stats, and overall, a little bit more DPS. I think, you know, I don't know if I agree with these small items. You know, Shadow Blade and drums are relatively small items, and normally Wraith King is, I mean, it's one position in this game, so he'll kind of max out, quote unquote, his inventory. You know, he has kind of rooms for 2 more items, so maybe like an AC and a Abyssal Blade. But oh, here we see the power of the Shadow Blade right now. You know, this is one thing that's good about the Shadow Blade and not the Blink. He has a little bit of time to evaluate the position, but we're gonna hit on the Void right now. Yes, he does. 1 hit, 2 hit. Wow, this Void actually might go down. He has to get time walk out. Oh, wow, that burn from the Rift Fire Blast just take out. I'm not sure why Void didn't time walk out earlier. He had an opportunity to time walk out, but he took a couple steps right here.
Radiant's middle
running out,
tower
but
is
regardless, we
under
have a Blink Burrow on this Seraphine. Oh my god, Seraphine's really close to his BKB. This is a disaster if he dies. The 2 core heroes on the Radiant side going down right now. Playasaurus Rex honestly kind of running away with this game. We see the gold and net worth lead about 4k, 5k gold and net worth lead. Or an experience lead for the Dire side right now, and you know, do they have the Ravage? It's almost on cooldown. They still have the Epicenter, so you know, the Dire side can fight in just a little bit, and the Shadow King has to find this BKB somewhere. He has to find souls. If they can't get a really big Requiem of Souls right now, they're going to be in big trouble. If they can't get a really big Chronos Spear and a Requiem of Souls, this game might just be over right now. But this Scarlet Mage just cut out by the Mirana ultimate. Easy kill for the Dire side, but that's no Mirana ultimate for the next fight. Scarlet Mage will be coming back in just a little bit, but the Shadow Fiend has to find his BKB somewhere. This Void needs to find a BKB as well. Will he be picked off by the Wraith King against the same manner? No, I think. Oh man, this is just really interesting play from both sides here right now. But oh wow, this is a nice play from the Sand King. Maybe he should go bottom to kind of try to pick up this Void. Is that what he's doing? Yes. Nope. Blink Burrow on this Shadow King. Shadow King goes down once again before his BKB is popped. Epicenter gets popped as well, but that's a Ravage and Epicenter for only Shadow King. You know, maybe the Radiant can make something happen right now. Void comes in. Global is also. He should just go in for a big Chronos right now. He should realize that the global silence has been used. Ravage has been used. There's nothing stopping him from just picking off some of these heroes right now. He has the DPS build with Massive Madness and Maelstrom, but he doesn't go in. That's a wasted opportunity when the big ults on their side are down. Wasting this entire time he's just been farming. So I don't know, a little bit unfortunate for the Radiant side that they aren't really finding opportunities to try to go in. Maybe right now they can have Void go in, but Void is just out of position right now. Puck goes in on the Sand King. That's the hero they want to catch out. Just any kill, nothing helps them, but can the Void get here in time? They have to try to debate a good Chronos Spear, I think. I think it'll be worth it if they trade like 2 for 2 and Void gets 2 kills. But yeah, let me see. Another audio problem right now. Looks like the push to talk thing isn't just really opening. I'll just use open mic right now. If you hear me except twice, let me know. Oops, sorry about that, guys. So, I'm messing with my audio settings a little bit. Definitely having some audio troubles these last couple of days. But we have a gank on the physical right now with that arrow. Boy has to be careful not to get an arrow, but regardless, this might be a death place at this point. Oh man, that was a really short ass time walk, but looks like they don't want to follow up. Shakiro is in time as well. 1 second, guys. Let me just tweak my audio settings one more time here. Alright, so I do not have a mic threshold open right now, so my mic is probably constantly on. That probably isn't good for the cache because of that. A little bit too much static through right now. I'll have an extremely low mic threshold, so let me know how that goes. But going back to this game, we have a Golden Silence right now on the bot lane. Void is not able to get his Chronosphere out. That's disastrous. Void's the one with so much farm, so much DPS. He gets caught out right now. That's the problem with waiting fight, after the Golden Silence is all, try to fight with all the big ultimates online again. I mean, the Radiant side, unfortunately, is just not doing that well in this game. But they still have a chance maybe to get a really nice return kill. Oh, wow, this Shelfie did not even pop his BDB. He should not pop his tree right now. Shelfie goes down, 4-for-0 tree right now. I think Shelfie just did not realize the Blink Burrow Strike was coming so soon. His BKB, maybe he'd be able to get a Requiem of Souls up, but, he didn't have too many souls in the first place. He had 23 souls, but, that's really unfortunate on the Radiant side. Maybe if they just lost the Void there, but they lost the Shalfeen as well. That's not something they can really afford. Blink Burrow Strike on the kills. That's 5 kills right now on this bot lane for the Dire side. You get a tier 3 tower, but it looks like, a little bit too much.
Top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
What? So that's a little bit too much for the Dire. Trying to see a Chronosphere from the Void, but that's just what happened to Chronosphere. Looks like he gets the Tidehunter. Looks like he'll be able to get the Wraith King, but Wraith King is just about to reincarnate right now. No, it looks like he got the Wraith King as well. So Void finally comes in and shows off that big DPS that he's been holding out the entire time. Backtracking the Curse of Stein. Can he make it alive? Oh, wow. Nice backtrack. All the skill right there from the face of Void. Nice play, but Shelfie finally uses his BKB. Looks like he gets a kill on the Mirana. That's what they need right now. Looks like if he can get a raise on the looks like they should be able to get a kill on the Silencer, however, just because there should be a Dual Breath coming up or a Liquid Fire. Clockwork has a hook, possibly. No hook. Shelfie is catching up very slowly. Finally, Fifth Spud comes in, and that should be a dead Silencer. One hit bash, so throwing away some of their highest priority kills right now. They got the Tidehunter earlier. I believe they got the Sand King. Looks like they didn't actually, but Wraith King and Silencer died. That's huge, Even though the Radiant side is down so much, they still haven't lost Rax yet, so that's definitely still an opportunity for the Dire side to come back in this game right now. And, they have really great late game. This is Void, once he gets a BKB, which looks like he's going to be going for now, and he has it after those pickoffs, so wow. Kind of seeing a little bit of that comeback mechanic right now. Shelfie has to compete a BKB. I'm not really sure what item he should go for next. In my opinion, I really think he should go for a... I'm not really sure. It's going to be a tricky game for the Shelfie. I think he needs a lot of damage. He has a decent amount of survivability already, but, he keeps getting caught out. So, regardless of how much survivability he gets, if he keeps getting caught out, it's not going to matter at all. I really think Shelfie should go for a really big damage item right now. Maybe something like an Assault Cuirass or a Monair. That's not, really traditional Shelfie items right now, but anything to just improve their team's DPS. Assault Cuirass is very good with Custom Dark Lord. That's about 11 minus armor for the enemy team, and that's what they need for the Faceless Void and for the Shelfie to get off the right clicks, but looks like Shelfie's about to go down. Can't use the BKB in time. Where's the BKB? No BKB right now, but this is our TP. He's not needed, so wow. Ballsy play by Shelfie, in my opinion. I think Wraith King could have, kind of died for that kill, but Shelfie gets out of life, so no harm, no foul, but you have to be careful not to get solo picked off by the Wraith King just because the bottom tier 3 tower is down and their racks are exposed, so the Radiant side have to be careful, make sure they have the proper vision when they're farming, or they have the proper backup for heroes like the Shelfie. I like this Jakiro, maxing Dual Breath and Liquid Fire. I'm just gonna keep saying this just because I think it's so good, even though I might be wrong. But, with this build, it gives you a lot of DPS in these fights, and the Ice Path, it's not that good just because all the heroes are blinking in, so I think the Dual Breath, if you can survive the initial burst, will add a lot of great DPS and a little bit of control for the Radiant side, but one thing you guys want to know is that Void has BKB right now, but with Aegis on the Silencer. I think Aegis on the Silencer doesn't really matter because if he dies, before popping Global, then the rest of the Radiant team can just probably destroy the rest of the Dire team if he doesn't pop Global. And if he dies after he uses Global, he can't really do that much when he comes back, even though he has pretty moderate DPS. Let me just do a quick item check on these heroes and see how they're doing right now. We have that BKB completed again on the Shelfie. We have a Blaze up on a Clockwork, so that's not too bad at all. Unfortunately, that's not the best item in my opinion. You know, Lincoln on the clock right now, but wow, where's the Chronos here? Where's the Chronos here right now? Nice Chronos here. Lucy right now. Keep the stacking. That's the proper hero. Void did not pop his BKB in time. Gets hit by the Ravage. It's a little bit unfortunate for him. Wow, Void really needs to pop that BKB. Void goes down right now. 4 for 1 trade. That was a disaster. I'm not sure what happened. It looks like these heroes just weren't able to get enough. Not in that great Chronos here. That's like a 4-man, 3-man Chronos. That's a 5-man wipe right now. For the Dire side. Wow, what happened there? I thought they would be able to kill, you know, the Radiant team. They got the Sand team down quickly, but the rest of the team somehow just melted to the other heroes. The Ravage came in, I think, you know, the Mirana landed a Starflow, and the Radiant team was just not tank enough to take that AoE magic damage. But wow, the Beast Void, maybe if he popped his BKB in time, could have cleaned up 1 or 2 more heroes, but unfortunately he did not. So this should be 1 or 2 lanes of racks, in my opinion. Do they have the epicenter? The thing is, they have the epicenter right now, but they're actually pretty low on HP, so maybe they can't get this 2 lanes of racks. It looks like they mostly get 1 lane of racks. This Skeleton King can just attack these buildings right now. Yes, get the buildings. Especially reincarnation, so that's not something that Skeleton King has to really worry about right now. But looks like the rest of the Radiant team is back. Can they get a hook on? Oh, hook fishing misses the silencer by just a little bit, so that's unfortunate. They would have really liked to get any return kills here, but no, luckily for them, it's just the Rage Rex that went down. They still have their mid tier 1 tower, and you know, the bad thing about this fight is that Silencer survived. He's getting close to his refresher, and never mind, he has it. So that will probably be, you know, the game. Just because there are BKBs on the inside, but there's nothing to go through double, you know, global silence. So they really have to catch up the Silencer. Maybe fight when the Aegis is down. But unfortunately, you know, sorry, my roommate just screaming his head. I don't know what he's doing right now. But 1 second, yeah. So but unfortunately for them, that you know, for the inside, that the BKBs have come up, but it's a little bit it just doesn't do enough right now because there's double global silence. Counter is probably nearing his next item as well. Let's do a quick commentary. Wow, I like this choice a lot. Desolator, such great DPS on the Skeleton King. He has the attack speed from the Shadow Blade. He has the attack speed from the drums and treads as well. So he has all the DPS the Shadow needs right now. Tidehunter almost a refresher, halfway there. That's not too bad right now. They have to be careful. Wow, so Bleak in from the Sand King. Looks like the Sand King's what they can pick up right now. They have to pick up the Sand King. Looks like they might get. Oh, this one is not popping his BKB in his chrono. I know he wants to save it for the global silence, but he can't eat an arrow through the face like this. So the Void is about to get killed again. Yes, he does. Tidehunter comes in again. This Shadow will about to get picked up as well. Unfortunately, probably lights out to the right side. 5-man wipe once again. That double global silence and the Ravage is a little bit too much. But you know, great play and execution from the Dire side. They realize, you know, they have what they need to kind of win. I know they're really cooldown dependent in their team fight, but you know, the Dire side and the Radiant side were trying to capitalize when their cooldowns were down. So they've been always fighting when they have these large cooldowns like global silence, like the Tidehunter ultimate. I think all the big ultimates using that fight, except for maybe a reincarnation. No. Yes? No, maybe it was used, maybe it wasn't.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
No, still. Great play by the Dire side. Nice plays by Mirana and the Sand King this entire game. They're the ones setting up all these kills. You know, Mirana had that nice arrow, first blood. That was really good for in order for the Sansa to get ahead in the mid lane. But wow, blade enough kill on Sansa. Can they get this Sansa before he comes back? Sansa will probably be looking for a couple blood. Where's the ice pack? From the Jakiro. King to try to get this Tidehunter kill right now. Looks like the rest of the team is coming in. Arrow goes in. Looks like the clockwork falls in the background to the Skeleton King right now. You know, but this is pretty much lights out. They have 2 lanes of racks, or 1 lane of racks, and 1 range creep. Look at the silencer. Oh, this Skeleton King just gets huge crits on this one right now. This Shadow will die as well. This Shakiro might die as well. Looks like Bottom, a little bit too early, but GG called from the Radiant side. I think that was a nice game from both sides. Dire side, unfortunately, it's a little bit, you know, a little bit better than the Radiant side. They made less mistakes and they just executed their lineup a little bit better than the Phoenix and the Wingmen. But regardless, you know, congratulations to the Dire team. I think Phoenix and the Wingmen had a great run in this tournament. You know, they came out of the group stages in, I think, last place or second to last place, but yet they made it pretty deep in the losers bracket. So congratulations to them as well. You know, maybe in a future tournament, they'll have a little bit more confidence, you know, in these games, and hopefully we can see them again. But you know, right now, don't go anywhere, folks. We have our second game coming in about 5 minutes. This is Farm and Feed and Playasaurus Rex playing in the losers bracket final. Winner of this will face Piece of Toast in the grand finals. So I'm gonna cut off this replay for anyone that might be watching. But I'll see you guys in just a little bit.